Alright, welcome to Falcon Blues TV. It's not Paul, it's Dave. Fucking hell, what's going on? Anyway, just throwing in my 2p's worth on the whole manager situation. Obviously, Marco's no longer with us, so instead he's modelling these lovely t-shirts that are now going to be available very, very soon. Keep an eye out for that. But a lot's been said in the last, week since Marco's been given the bullet about who's coming in. Moyes, Pellegrini is he's another one who's going to get sacked, sorry. Moyes, Ancelotti, Allegri, all these ones ended in the I, you know who we are. Vitor Pereira was another one, so Porto guy in is now fortunately Porto guy out, so we don't have to worry about that. Looks like we actually offered him a 2.5-year deal. Whether there's any truth in that, I don't know. Personally, I'd have been all for it if this was pre-Martinez days and we were actually looking at a manager with a bit of clout and who actually was doing all right. Went to Qatar, went to China, went to Turkey and didn't do much else after that. So, sort of not really too harsh that we've lost out on that one. If he's got 25 million reasons to stay in China, then whatever, he can stay there. But the big one at the moment is Carlo Ancelotti. Everyone's going, no, he wouldn't come to Everton. Arsenal apparently aren't interested in him. So this is the perfect opportunity for Everton to absolutely pounce on this. Now, you can look at odds and you can look at fucking statistics and you look at all the bookies and they all go, oh, well, this price is slashed for this manager and that. It's all horse shit, mate. Just fucking ignore it. The betting changes because stupid people put stupid money on stupid fucking managers. So that's why Moyes is like 3-1 favourite and shit like that. Because everyone's just a dickhead and they think they're going to make a cheap buck out of it. Moyes, we don't want David Moyes. Adam was quite clear and he expressed it quite well on TalkSport this afternoon. If you haven't, check out Adam's Twitter and you can listen to that interview back. It's really good. Basically saying, no Everton fan wants David Moyes back. If you want David Moyes back, then you might as well just keep Duncan Ferguson. I'm going to be I'm going to step on a few toes here, but I'm going to say, everyone was made up with the performance of Duncan Ferguson's team on Sunday. Yeah, we all were. It was absolutely fantastic and there was absolutely no doubt about it that we were all buzzing from it. That isn't sustainable for a football club in this Premier League anymore. Times have changed, football's moved on. Everyone's going, oh, but we tackle well, we pressed, pace was all there. That's a Moyes side. That's exactly how David Moyes set out his games against the bigger sides of Goodison, to press, to harry, to make it difficult for defenders and midfielders to actually have any time on the ball. Yeah, that worked, but it wasn't really sustainable. We needed more. And again, I'm gonna say full praise to Duncan Ferguson for doing what he did. And again, Saturday will live long in the memory of a lot of Evertonians, but it's not sustainable. I'm sorry. I'm happy for Duncan, we found out he's going to have the game on Sunday against United. This is going to be a whole different game. Hopefully Duncan's up for it and has got the team up for it as well. But I don't see us playing that same style as we did against Chelsea. I think it'll be very difficult. I think United are playing really well at the moment as well. So it's going to be tough. They're going to be a tough team to break down. But we'll see. We'll wait and see what's happening. But I'll just go on to the whole Carlo Ancelotti thing now. 100%. I don't think I'm not speaking for every Evertonian here, but you see people go, he wouldn't come to us. It's not what we want right now. It fucking well is. We need a winner. Ancelotti has been there and done it. It's like when people were moaning about Jose Mourinho. He'd never come to us. You don't know until you've asked. Do you know what I mean? He's going to ask for loads of money. We'll fucking give him it. We give Marco Silva enough and look how he turned out. Did absolutely nothing for him. Ancelotti with money does stuff. He made things happen with Chelsea. And that, for me, to help continue the run that Chelsea had with all the stuff that they won with Ancelotti. I'm sure answers on a postcard of what he's won. I'm doing this as a quick rant more than anything. So, you know what I mean?
Won 2 doubles.
There we go. 2 doubles. Thank you, Paul. See, that's my producer Paul. But yeah, we'd be absolutely fucking brain dead not to go ahead with this and try and get him in. So if it happens Monday or it happens Sunday afternoon right after we beat United, brilliant. So we'll wait and see. But I'm throwing all my eggs in the Carlo Ancelotti basket. I don't want anyone else now. We're not going to get Pochettino. He's took himself out of the running. Allegri has. He'll probably end up at Arsenal. But when Arsenal are saying they're not interested in him, and Everton suddenly become the front runner there, just pounce on it, Everton, please. Don't mess around with soft lad Moyes, because we don't want it. We don't want to go back to that. We don't want... We'll have gone full circle in 6 years. What's the point? So anyway, I'll leave it at that, and we'll probably talk after the United game. Well, hopefully we've got a win. Yes, Marco? Yeah. Stay tuned as well. We'll be putting details on how you can get these Boss t-shirts for Christmas for your ma, and definitely for your dad. Your dad will love this. Anyway, I'll speak to you after the game. Up the toffees, Colin Chong. See you in a bit.
It might have been 1-0 actually, thinking about it. He's never won a league in FA Cup. Just thinking about it. Answer a postcard.
Yeah, down there. Speak to you in a bit. Colin Chong.